Good morning. It is our Thursday morning WildFlow and superfood support call. This is the Be Well Oasis, and my name is Dana. We gather each week to support each other in our own health journey and witnessing all parts of that, and to talk about how we're integrating movement and soup and nourishment to enhance that health journey. So we start out each call with WildFlow. So I welcome you each to do whatever feels aligned for you to dive inside. And so in that process, we're able to feel what is happening externally, but more so, we're tuned in to the sensations and the activations of our internal landscape. Because the body is actually an extremely good record keeper. It records our sensations. Our nervous system has a fabulous way of taking record, taking note. And so when we go inside, we're both going back in history to understand what has come through our ancestry, and also how we have personally recorded our experiences in our lifetime. And so between our brain, our mind, and our body, then we have a great capacity to unlock and understand both where we've been and where we're going. And so each of us have areas of our body that speak to us more than others. They sometimes scream at us. They sometimes ask us to look at our habits, at our patterns, at our beliefs, at our thoughts in more ways than others. So as you dive deep inside, I welcome you to bring your attention to those places that may speak to you more than others. And so if that area, for instance, is in your neck and shoulders, your upper back, your jaw, then use this time and in WildFlow fashion to begin to be present with that part of your body. Begin to be fully present with the tension that you hold there. And one way to do that is to settle into your breath. And then use that breath to let yourself feel in your shoulders, your neck, and notice how you can drop in. You can drop in even further. And what dropping in means to me is that you are even more in touch with the sensations there. So you're focused there. You're noticing when your mind is drifting on to something else, and you're just present with the shoulders, with the neck, with the jaw, with the upper back. And then you can begin to move in ways that help you to learn more about that area. So you're essentially asking it questions. How does it feel when I consciously relax my jaw and move my neck? How does it respond when I consciously move my shoulders forward or back? What muscles do I have to use in order to activate and receive more information? So it's a total open-ended conversation that you're having. You're exploring. If you have a tendency to have shoulder pain or neck pain, then how present can you be with that sensation of pain in all ways? How can you release certain parts that might feel tight and tense in order to learn more? Perhaps to move deeper into an angle, activating sensations that may or may not be even more uncomfortable or totally comfortable, as if it feels good to learn more. Can practice tensing and contracting certain muscles, and then experience how they might relax even more after. Always asking yourself to contract and expand at appropriate balances. In order to move, one part has to contract and the other has to relax. When you find a particular angle that has extra tension, you can hover there and see if you can relieve the tension by relaxing somewhere else, thereby noticing the connections, the deeper connections that will be revealed to you. Your breath is a great tool, bringing you communication and oxygen. How much more can you relax into the movement, into the sensation? What else can you notice? There may be parts of you that adjust, snap, or crack. I welcome you to lose yourself in the process. Allow yourself to get lost. As if you might get lost in a conversation with a loved one. Losing time, just being present with your body. Exploring different creative angles together. Using your own creativity and wild nature. Finding connections. Finding relationships. Finding in the edges of your discomfort or comfort. It's in those edges that the magic exists, the opportunity to unlock your power, your potential to change. Ultimately, change how you think, change your behavior, change your relationship to the past, your trajectory for the future. All exists in the edges of sensation. But just like anything else, it takes time to explore them. It takes a certain amount of dedication, practice. Practice taking note, observing yourself. Noticing how your neck and shoulders are related to your hips and low back. Just as your brain is related to your gut. Learning to observe these deeper connections and begin bringing your WildFlow practice to stillness. Coming back to your center, to your breath. Thanking your body for this deep conversation, for it always being there for you, communicating with you, helping you to experience this one sacred life. And until next time, be well.